Hey everybody, this is Emily Thornton. I'm your graduate librarian here at Brunel. I've gotten a lot of questions about how to find doctoral dissertations that you can use as an example as you start your own dissertation building process. So I will show you guys a couple of ways to access those today. We are on the LibGuide for graduate education at Brunel. The URL for that is libguides.brunel.edu/grad-ed. If you do not already have that bookmarked, then pause the video, open another tab, go to this and bookmark it because you should be starting pretty much all of your research from this LibGuide. Before we start searching for dissertations, I want to highlight the tutorials that we have available here. These are quick demonstrations of how to do basic and advanced searching strategies. So if you forget some of what I say about where to click or how to filter, these can help you with that. And then as you scroll down, you see all my contact information. If you're not finding what you need from your research, shoot me an email or make an appointment to meet with me and we will get you what you need. So I'm scrolling back up to the top to start looking for dissertations. I'm going to click on General Education, and I'm going to skip all these major databases I have listed here. These databases are more intended for finding like research articles, shorter, more direct, published in journals. If we want dissertations and theses, we're going to scroll down to this box, Theses and Dissertations. There are a few resources here. The main one that I would go to in the beginning is the first one, Dissertation Abstracts by ProQuest, Dissertations and Theses, a very long and awkward title. So we will click on that and let me delete these. And it opens up the interface for searching a whole bunch of dissertations and theses through a company called ProQuest. So you can do just a very basic search right here. You can check off that you only want to see doctoral dissertations. So this database will also show you master's level theses. I think you can get good information out of those master's level theses. You know, they have to do a literature review too. You could see what their project was like, but those tend to be a little bit more surface level and not as complex as doctoral dissertations. So if you're looking for something to model your study on, you would probably want to say you only want doctoral dissertations. And then you would put in the very basic description, the keywords, the main ideas of your research. For example, let's say that our project is on whether faculty in a nursing program, like the people who are teaching students how to be nurses, do they experience a lot of burnout? Do they have problems with maybe academic leadership in the program? So we would kind of distill that down to big basic ideas. So we have faculty and nursing and burnout. So I'm not trying to get fancy with lots of terms and synonyms. I'm just trying to be very straightforward. I'm just skimming to see what is out there. And I like to use these capital letters to separate my concepts just to help me keep it straight in my brain. So faculty and nursing and burnout, combine these concepts, hit search. And we have 49 search results. Okay, pretty nice. I like the look of a lot of these. So this one, mitigating nursing faculty burnout in ADN programs. Okay, great. It's from 2020. That's nice and recent. Love to see that. So I'll click on that. And you can read what this person did for their dissertation. I am noticing, for one thing, this is actually in a DNP program. So this is somebody who's getting their doctorate in nursing practice, not in education. So she is going to be coming at this from a slightly different perspective than education. All right, we'll just kind of note that. Another thing is there's only 24 pages available here. Your dissertation is going to be a lot longer than 24 pages. So a lot of these will only have the preview available. They're not going to have the entire dissertation available. There are a couple ways we can try to get our hands on it. But even if you only have access to the preview, that can still be really valuable, because after you go through all the kind of boilerplate and the table of contents and so on, oh my gosh, it's really long, you do get access to the abstract, so you can see what this person researched, what their main findings were, probably what measures and instruments they used. you get a little bit of the introduction, so you get the background and significance. That's helpful information for you, and also it can help lead you to sources. So for example, this person is citing Rushton, Batchelor, Shredded, and Donahue 2015. Even though we don't have the full reference list that's at the very, very end of the dissertation, we can probably use clues like this to go find that article. And again, if you cannot find that article, talk to your librarian, and we will use these clues to kind of piece it together. So that is what you can do when you see that there's only a preview available. There's no full text. I'm going to click back to the results, and I'll just point out that some of these do, in fact, have the full text. The next one about work stress, hardiness, and burnout among nursing faculty does have the full text PDF. Great, easy. This one only has the abstract, so I don't know how much good we're going to get out of this. So I'm scrolling through, I'm just kind of skimming to see what are the projects that exist out there. Do any of these catch my interest or make me want to revise what I'm searching? And let's pretend that number 16 here, like maybe that's exactly what I wanted to know. I'm falling in love with this. Oh no, it's only got the preview. What can I do here? ProQuest would like you to think that you need to order a copy of this and pay a decent chunk of change to get a copy of this dissertation sent to you. Before you do that, copy the title of this dissertation, and we are going to go over to Google Scholar. And I know that this is very controversial, but this is what Google Scholar is for. Like, we have a source that we know exists somewhere in the world. I just want to get my hands on it. So I'm going to paste the title of that in here. I accidentally copied the word thesis and shouldn't have. Okay, so there's the title of the dissertation. I know it exists somewhere in the world. Aha. All right, so very often the university that gives the doctorate, that where the person attended and wrote this dissertation, a lot of times they will post it and make it freely available to the world. So you see there's a link over here, bryanhealthcollege.edu. We click on that, and boom, we have, well, it's only 87 pages, maybe DNP are shorter. So we have the entire dissertation available to us here. If you are using Zotero, you could click on your little Zotero icon here. It would grab the entire PDF and save it to your file so that you can use it later on. So you may be thinking, why don't I just start with Google Scholar? It seems like they have access to a lot of stuff. Okay, well, yes. For one thing, I have my Google Scholar set up to know that I'm a burnout person. So here's something that you're going to want to pause the video and go set up right now. In Google Scholar, you can click on the 3 lines and go to Settings, and then click on Library Links, and then type the word burnout. And you guys would search, and you'll have 2 different burnout options. Check off both of those and hit Save. And what that will do is tell Google Scholar, in addition to searching all these other universities and all these government websites and all of Google, search Burnell's holdings as well, see if we own the item. So for example, where's the one that we did have full text of? Okay, this one about burnout in nursing faculty. I already know that we have this in full text PDF. Let's see if Google Scholar will know that. It doesn't. Okay, so it is worthwhile to check in ProQuest dissertations and also Google Scholar, because Google Scholar does not always operate the way it should. It does not always understand what we actually have access to. So you're starting your search from over here in ProQuest dissertations and theses. You are hopefully finding things that we already have full text access to. If not, you are hopefully finding things that Google Scholar will give you access to, like this one that only had a preview. If you are really striking out and not finding what you want, you can kind of force Google Scholar to show you dissertations. So I'm going to type in dissertation and site:/.edu. So dissertation, that's one concept. Another concept is the fact that I want this to come from a .edu source. I would really like for it to come from a university. So if you put in site:/.edu, it brings back only items that were found on education websites. And then I'll put in my search terms, and faculty and nursing and burnout. And the very first thing that we see is actually a Journal of Human Resource Management. That's not what we're looking for at all. Thanks a lot, Google Scholar. But some of these are closer to what we're looking at. So this is from, I think that's Eastern Tennessee State, University of San Diego. Okay, so they have made these available. Even the old ones, it looks like they have scanned it in and made it available. So if you wanted to read this, you would click on the link over here. And, oh wow, that looks very slick for 1987. All right, so that is the basics of how you would search for dissertations, starting from ProQuest dissertations and moving over to Google Scholar if you need to. One other note about searching in ProQuest dissertations and theses. As we mentioned before, there's the option to order a copy, which turns into you pay for a copy. They will also give you the option to request information delivery, which is basically request through interlibrary loan. Normally with books, with scholarly articles, the Brunel Library can contact our partner universities and say, does anyone own this article? Can you loan it to us? There's no cost to you guys as the students. However, with dissertations, they are almost never available. The two options are really we already own them through ProQuest theses and dissertations, or the university has made them fully available online. So you are welcome to try requesting information delivery, but to be honest, it has a very low success rate. Talk to your librarian if you are having trouble getting your hands on what you need. All right, I hope this has been helpful. Once again, all of my contact information is available on the LibGuide. You can email me, that's ethornton@brunel.edu, or click here to schedule an appointment. Thanks, I look forward to working with you.